We're diving into one of the biggest questions out there. What actually makes a person valuable? We're going to unpack this whole idea using some really fascinating material.
So let me just ask you straight up, how much are you worth? And I'm not talking about what's in your wallet or your job title. I mean your essence as a human being. It's a huge question, I know, but the answer we give ourselves really does shape just about everything.
You see, whether we even realize it, our society already has a kind of default answer to that question. It's like this unwritten equation, a scorecard we all end up using to measure each other and ourselves.
And here's what that scorecard looks like. It's probably no surprise, right? In our world, value is often tied to stuff you can count. Your wealth, your career wins, how many people know your name, how much you produce, and the kind of lifestyle you have. Why? Well, because it's simple, it's quantifiable. But that definitely doesn't make it the right way to measure a person. And yet, these metrics influence everything, from who gets the job to our own deep-down sense of self-esteem. But here is the real problem with this whole system. It's just so flimsy. It's basically a house of cards. Your so-called worth can totally tank because of a bad business deal, a layoff, or just a change in your circumstances. Things that are often completely out of your hands.
So this equation isn't just shaky. The source material we're looking at argues it's actively harmful. There's a very real, very human cost to looking at our lives this way.
I mean, think about it. When we only value people for what they produce or what they own, we basically reduce a soul to just an economic unit. This mindset just pours gasoline on the fire of competition and constant comparison, which, let's be honest, creates so much anxiety. It rewards looking out for number one instead of serving the greater good, and it can make us completely blind to the inherent dignity that exists in every single person, no matter what their bank account looks like. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the answer? Well, the material we're drawing from points to a completely different path, one that comes from the teachings of a spiritual figure named Abdul-Baha, and it asks us to look way, way deeper. This one quote just cuts right to the heart of it all. Man's merit lieth in service and virtue, not in the pageantry of wealth. Wow. That flips the modern equation completely on its head, doesn't it? It suggests our value isn't about what we have, but about who we are and what we give. So what does that really mean? It means, in this view, your worth is already there. It's built in. It's part of your spiritual DNA, if you will. And the way you express that worth isn't by collecting things, but through your character, your compassion, your honesty, your kindness, and how you actually help make other people's lives better. Now, I know this can all sound a little abstract, so let's bring it down to earth. We're going to check out this really powerful illustration that puts two very different lives and their legacies side by side. Okay, so here you can really see these two ways of thinking in action. On one side, you've got John D. Rockefeller, who's basically the poster child for that modern worth equation. His assets, unbelievable wealth and industrial power. And his output was, well, it was complicated. Amazing innovation for sure, but also huge inequality. Then, on the other side, you have Mother Teresa. She's the embodiment of that spiritual definition of worth. Her assets weren't material at all. They were a lifetime of service and this incredible moral authority. Her output? A global awakening of compassion. So, does this mean money and success are just bad? No, not at all. The point here isn't to reject them entirely. It's to reframe them. It's about finding the right balance and really understanding what wealth is supposed to be for. And here is the absolute key distinction. Material success is not the goal of your life. It's not who you are. It is not the measure of your worth. Instead, it is a tool. It's a capacity that really only becomes meaningful when you use it to help other people. The source material calls this a mature hierarchy, and I love this analogy. Think of it this way. Your spiritual purpose, your virtues, your desire to serve, that's your compass. It sets your true north. Then your material capacity, your money, your skills, your platform, that's the tool you use to travel in that direction. The compass must guide the tool. The moment the tool starts telling the compass where to go, you're lost. And all of this brings us to one final massive point. This isn't just about your personal philosophy. This question of what a human is worth is a civilizational choice, and the consequences are enormous.
Why is this so important? Because our collective answer to what is a person worth literally determines the kind of world we build for ourselves and for our kids. This is not some abstract debate for a university classroom, it's the actual blueprint for our entire society.
Just think about everything that's on the line here. Do we teach our kids to be good people or just high earners? Do our laws protect human dignity or just profits? Our answer to that one question shapes our schools, our governments, our economy, how we treat each other. It shapes literally everything about the future. It's the most fundamental question there is.
And that brings us right back to the beginning, but hopefully with a much deeper sense of what's at stake. Our choice of what to value in ourselves and in everybody else, it isn't some small personal preference. It might just be the most important choice any of us ever make. So I'll ask it one more time. What is the true measure of a soul?